Well, everyone, thank you for watching my video today. In this video, we are going to talk about geometric sequences. So previously, we talked about sequences in general and then arithmetic sequences, and now we're talking about geometric sequences, which also look like exponential functions. Okay, so first of all, here are some examples of geometric sequences. Basically, there is a common ratio between successive terms, and we call that common ratio R. Okay, so all we're doing here on this first slide is, what is the common ratio? You can do that by dividing successive terms. For example, in the first one, dividing -8 by 4, or 16 by -8, or -32 by 16. And our common ratio R here would be -2. Next one, we're multiplying each term by 3. Okay, the last one might not be as easy to see. Let's see here, 11 divided by 4. You are allowed to use a calculator to help you with this, as I am now. 2.75. Let's make sure that they all are that. So 30.25 divided by 11, 2.75. And then 83.1875 divided by 30.25. Same thing. So our R is 2.75. All right, so we've been talking about writing explicit rules. Here is an easy way to write an explicit rule once you know a sequence is geometric. The general explicit term here is a sub n equals the first term times the common ratio raised to the n minus 1. So here's our first example. Write an explicit formula for the nth term of this sequence. Let's make sure it is geometric first by dividing successive terms. 5 divided by 12.5 is 2/5. 2 divided by 5 is 2/5. 0.8 divided by 2 is 2/5. 0.32 divided by 0.8 is also 2/5. So we're dividing by 2/5 each time, so R is 2/5. Which means our explicit formula is going to be first term times the ratio to the n minus 1. So find a sub 8. It's going to be 12.5 times 2/5 to the 7th. So we can type that in our calculator. 12.5 times 2/5 to the 7th would be 0.02048. Number 2, one term of a geometric sequence is a sub 4 equals 3. The common ratio is 3. Write an explicit rule for the nth term. All right, so if this is our nth formula, we can put 3 in here. We don't know this. We can put 3 in here, and we can put 4 in for n. So this is the answer for a sub 4. This is our common ratio, and this is n. So we get 3 equals a sub 1 times 3 to the 3rd, which is 27. So 3 over 27, which is 1/9, is our first term. So then our nth term would be 1/9 times 3 to the n minus 1. Example 3, 2 terms are given. So let's write this out. This is going to be a 2-equation system here, where we don't know a sub 1 and we don't know R. Okay, so my answers go in here, and then my n's go right there. First thing I'm going to do is just simplify this. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit of cheating here. Okay, so now we solved yesterday by elimination. This one we're going to need to solve by substitution. So I'm going to solve one of these for A1, your choice. I'm going to solve this one for A1. -4 over R equals A1. And you're going to take that and put it in here for A1. So -1024 equals -4 over R times R to the 5th. So simplifying that, -4R to the 4th. Divide both sides by -4. we get 256 equals r to the fourth. And we can think, all right, what number to the fourth power would give me 256? And that would be 4. So our common ratio here is 4. Now we can find our first term by putting 4 in for r. Divide by 4. We get a1 equals -1. So my nth term formula is -1 times 4 to the n minus 1. All right, last slide here before I give you a little practice. Determine whether the following sequences are arithmetic, geometric, or neither. So is there a common difference, a common ratio, or neither? The first one, we are subtracting 7, subtracting 7, subtracting 7. So this one is arithmetic. Our common difference is -7. The second one, we are adding 2, adding 4, adding 10. So it's not arithmetic. Multiplying by 2, multiplying by 2, multiplying by not 2. So this one is actually neither. It starts off promising like it's geometric, but the third jump there is not geometric. Third one, we're subtracting 7, subtracting 0.875, so it's not arithmetic. Then we're dividing by 8, dividing by 8, dividing by 8. So this one is geometric. And our common ratio would be 1/8. Okay, at this point, I would suggest that you pause this video. The last 2 slides are practice. So pause the video, try the last 2 slides. You can come back and check your answers when done. Here's the answers to the first 2 problems. You can pause this video and look at it for as long as you need. And here's the answers to the last 2 problems. Same thing, you can pause this video to look at these answers for as long as you need. All right, that'll do it for our video today on geometric sequences. Thanks as always for tuning in.